Hey, this is Nik Eakle. I'm the coordinator of the Eastmont Computer Clubhouse in Oakland. And today I'm going to be going over how to use the Liquify tool to distort photographs. Load your photograph into Adobe Photoshop. I've got a little assistance here from Justin Bieber, who has been nice enough to lend me his photograph for this tutorial. To load up the Liquify tool, you're going to want to go to Filter and Liquify. The photograph will load in the Liquify editor. You can zoom in and out of the photograph by clicking the plus and minus buttons down in the bottom left of the Liquify editor. There's a few tools in the Liquify editor I'm going to go over right now. The first tool is the Forward Warp tool. There's also the Reconstruct tool, the Twirl Clockwise tool, the Pucker tool, the Bloat tool, the Push Left tool, the Mirror tool, the Turbulence tool, the Freeze Mask tool, and the Thaw Mask tool. The first tool I'm going to use is the Forward Warp tool. If your brush is too large or too small, you can change it over here in brush size by rotating this little lever. You can also click the open and close bracket keys on your keyboard to enlarge and shrink the brush. So I'm going to make this brush about the size of his nose, about right here. I'm just going to click on his nose and drag up, maybe right here, and there. Kind of give him a pig nose. Alright, the next tool I'm going to go over is the Reconstruct tool. The Reconstruct tool actually repairs your picture back to its normal state. So I'm going to completely remove Justin Bieber's pig nose just by clicking on it with the Reconstruct tool and kind of painting over it, and it goes right back to normal. The next tool is the Twirl Clockwise tool. I'm going to click on his eyeball and start spinning it. And if I just hold down on this, it will just keep spinning and spinning the eyeball. Let me reconstruct that. Alright, the next tool is the Pucker tool. This shrinks objects, so I'm going to go over the eyeball and I'm going to shrink his eyeball just by clicking down on it. You can see his eye has gotten very small. He's almost winking at you. Alright, the next tool is the Bloat tool. And this does the exact opposite of the Pucker tool. It just makes things larger. So if I click and hold down in his eyeball, it will keep getting larger and larger. The next tool is the Push Left tool. And this just kind of shoves the object around as you move your brush over it. You can slide things around. And the next tool is the Mirror tool. This just kind of mirrors the object with what's next to it, like it's pulling down the eyebrow now. You can have some fun with this tool, I just don't find it that useful for most projects. And the next tool is the Turbulence tool. And as I click down on the eyeball, you'll see it just kind of moves it around and makes it wavy. And of course there is the Freeze Mask tool. All this does is apply a mask in an area so you cannot use the tools to change it. Like right here, I cannot make his eye pucker because I put a mask over it. I can make everything around it pucker, but not the eye. And the Thaw Mask tool just removes that mask so you can go ahead and continue editing parts of the photograph. I'm going to use a few of these tools to change this photograph of Justin here really quick. So I'm going to grab the Forward Warp tool. I'm going to pull his nose back up into that pig nose. And I'm going to grab the Pucker tool. And I'm going to squish in one of his eyeballs here. I'm going to grab the Bloat tool. Make my brush a little larger. one of his eyes big. And I'm going to use the forward warp tool again to squish in his cheeks. And even pull his lips around. Alright, once I'm done, I'm just going to click the OK button up here, and it's going to apply those Liquify Tool changes to your photograph. Alright, enjoy the new Justin Bieber. Hey, I hope this guide for the Liquify Tool was helpful. Have fun.